People aren't
brutal.
thinking anymore.
It's brutal, man. When people like find out too, they get so pissed, like they're like disgusted. I haven't seen this sort of thing
Wow.
before, but especially on YouTube where people are tying their brands and then kind of their characters to their content, and then it's just like, why is this like an AI script, Nick? It's like, I don't get that because my shit's too bad to be AI. I screw up way too often for it to be AI. I'm like,
I
hey
have too
guys,
many
let's do this.
mistakes.
And later on in the video, I'm going to show you this. And then I just don't show that. Like, it's hard to
Yeah.
fuck up that consistently, I'd say.
It's hard. It is hard to
But
do
like when
that.
people
Yeah.
figure out that it's AI, it's like, wait a second. I just like looked at the transcript and like, it has M dashes in it, or like,
Whoa.
are your
yeah.
eyes just kind of flickering like this, right? Like, are you reading a teleprompter this whole time? It's like, that's not X, that's Y. It's like, holy shit, this person I've looked up to this whole time isn't even real. Like, they're like a
Not real.
facsimile of a person, just AI generating
and-
bullshit. It's crazy.
Dude, 100%. And I saw one recently. I think I shared you the example in our controversial WhatsApp chats where basically it was like was looking at the camera like this, and like every like 10 seconds, the eyes would like glitch off the screen, and then they'd come back at like superhuman levels of speed, basically. So there's some softwares where like you could actually have like a script that you're reading like this, and the eyes, like it just moves your eyes to the camera. So there's like stuff that does stuff like this. I understand. I haven't found which software it is, but that sort of stuff exists. But the teleprompter is a funny one, and you don't notice it unless you're looking for it. But occasionally you just see their eyes move from left to right, and you're like, once you spot it, and they're using a teleprompter. I mean, it's fine if you think that they've written it themselves, but if we're honest, especially if it's AI content creators, why would they?
Yeah.
How could they possibly have the time to? Realistically, especially if you're doing a lot of volume, you almost certainly know that it's a Claude generated thing that they're reading to you. So for me, like teleprompting, I think is lame. I don't like teleprompting for long form videos. I just think it's like, I'm like, dude, I don't know. They're just like, I mean, I guess there is utility to it, right? Because they're relaying information to you, but I think that's just highly commoditized at some point. So if you know, as long as you know that what you're getting effectively has come from an LLM summarizing first source data, then cool. But don't necessarily think that you're really getting a lot of an individual's opinions. You may be, but there's a chance that you're not.
Yep. Listen, I've been there. I've tried it. I don't like how it goes. I think the performance is way worse. Back in 2018, 2019, I started a small online course business with a friend of mine, Shoma, at the time. We just read the 4-Hour Workweek. He gave me the book, and it's like how to make money with as little effort as possible. And I was like, oh, this sounds great. So I looked at my fledgling deck of skills at the time, which basically included getting really fucked up every Friday and Saturday. And I was like, hey, what kind of courses can I make? So I'm in this one course that was all about, it was like public speaking. It's not very good, but public speaking. And then I was like teleprompting the whole thing. We like wrote it ahead of time. We thought that's just how it was. And like looking back at it now, like it is laughable. I'm basically like, and the best way to do public speaking is you must do, right? And it's just so obvious, dude. And it's not even just so obvious. It's just like, yeah, what's the actual informational content of the thing that you're saying? And like, you know how some videos could have been tweets? It's like, should have been a tweet,
Yeah.
like, why didn't you just like send me this as an email? So I don't know. I feel like the whole landscape of online video media, and it's interesting that we talk about this because it's like our employment. So it's like two colleagues catching up about this, right? But it's interesting that it is definitely moving way towards like character and
it is
that sort of
I
thing.
think you're so on. And it's like, look, there's nothing wrong with teleprompters. People can use it, and that's fine. And if someone wants to do that because they feel more comfortable, all the power to you. I wish you the best. I think the point I'm trying to beat with a huge wooden stick here is that I think in the age of AI and where we're heading, we have to look at what is the commodity, and the commodity is AI text content, right? And effectively, all that ends up happening is you have an increasing number of mouthpieces that are regurgitating AI scripts. And my argument would be that is not as valuable as somebody who is like looking at that and applying some thought. And it's not that it's not valuable, but it's the same level of value everywhere. It's basically the same thing you're seeing everywhere you literally go. So personally, I don't know, for the content I consume, I want to hear, like when I watch a Nick video, I want to hear what Nick thinks. I don't want to hear what Opus 4.6 thinks and Nick is summarizing it to me. I'm sure when you watch my video, you want to hear what Jack thinks. Do you want to hear what like my Kimi 3 4.0 local model is telling
Oh,
me about
dude,
it, right?
that's
So it's like,
terrifying.
yeah, it's basically people are becoming Opus 4.6 mouthpieces.
Dude, that's wild. I never thought about that, but we're like wearing the faces of this thing.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like their
100%.
masks, Like that's how they're interacting with society and then each other.
Dude, you know what's something scary? When was the last time you read a contract?
Oh yeah. No, I actually did read a contract pretty recently, but I know exactly what you
Okay.
mean. Yeah.
But
I know
you
exactly
get
what you
my
mean.
point,
Yeah.
right? Like a lot of people, if we're fair, do not. They just throw haters just like, okay,
Has
yes, no.
productivity increased? Like, how long did it used to take you to really read a contract now?
I
Like
remember,
half an hour or something? Like some
yeah,
of the short ones?
it was a 30-minute thing. And to be fair, you'd find clauses. You'd
Yeah.
find clauses in
You'd
it
find clauses.
100%. Really weird. I mean, there's usually it's on exclusivity. Usually it's on like
Non-competes.
the
Those
certain
are big.
little bits that you find.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they made us do a lot of that in law, bro. And it was a very what's it
That's
thing.
true.
Um, but there's just some things like, oh, like, your laptop will be returned and you must do it. And it's like, yeah. All right, whatever. But like people are delegating more and more to AI. Good example is like, I think this is a really weird one. I might be on my own with this one, but like graphics and videos. So I AI generate graphics sometimes or documents to help explain a point, but I still manually grab some. And I still do that because if you want to make it simple and engaging to learn, sometimes actually human effort does make a difference in certain areas. Like, and I do think you could completely AI gen 100% of the workflow. But weirdly, my theory is that injecting inefficiency and injecting your personality into something has a unquantified value to the thing. So it doesn't feel like if everybody, Nick, do you remember when you were doing those videos on how to get sales? You went on
Yes.
like a run for like 6 months of like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be no
It's
one left who doesn't
crazy.
get a sale by the end of these 6 months, right? You're gonna be sick of hearing from me. But like, a lot of people copied all the softwares you were using, right? Then all of a sudden, this ushered in an era of everyone having a pad with a pen, right? And essentially everything became like a Nick Sarev, echo chamber, basically. A lot of Nick Sarev, like, diet Nick Sarevs and stuff, on YouTube. And then it almost became like this. Do you know what I mean? It's just I just think it's a funny inverted way to think about the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's terrifying. Now everybody's wearing my face. It's like me, but wearing everybody else's face. I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
on this face thing, dude. I read this story and it was about like AI as like a tree. And it was like the tree of knowledge or something like that. And it was like you walk by, it's like some old fable style thing. Which is why I think it was so touching. It's like a person walks by a tree and like says like, "Tree, will you help me with whatever?" And the tree's like, "Of course." And then it starts helping it more and more and more and more. And then eventually it gets to the point where like the tree is just doing everything for the person. And then like one of the final lines is like the tree consumed him utterly and fully. And like as the next person walked by, the tree spoke with his voice. And then it was like, holy shit, dude. Oh my
Whoa.
God. Like we need small, simple, straightforward fables like that to like get
You
our
do.
fear of shit back. Like, man, I don't want to just be a faceless puppet. It's funny because I sell the ability to become a faceless puppet. That's kind of like
Yeah.
I'm like caught between like a rock and a hard place. But I feel like there's also so much upside and potential value and limitless abundance that knowing how to use technology like this can bring. So it's like, I guess you can't have anything good without the bad.